Hey everyone, welcome to our Inside Iron Studios reveal, the moment that we have to talk about the statues that we showed you during the last Inside Iron Studios day, that it was our anniversary edition. And today I have here my friend Ale.
Hey, what's up everyone?
And also Stephen, the collector from Gen Mint. He's also known as Gen Mint. And hi Stephen, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hello everybody, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're really glad that you're here with us. And do you want to talk a little bit more about you and your collection?
Statue collector. I started a YouTube channel so that I could do unboxing and reviews, and the love of comics and the characters led to me doing this full time. So over at the channel, Gen Mint Collectibles, you'll see statue unboxings, comic book reviews, and more pop culture related stuff. So that's what we do over here.
That's nice. And do you have a special type, like a favorite type of statue or something, or do you like all of them?
Well, I really like the comic book statues more so than like the movie versions. I really like what you guys have done with the Sentinel versus X-Men dioramas. That's usually
Nice.
the centerpiece, but we just moved into a new space and we're working on the shelves and everything. So really like the Marvel and the DC stuff mostly.
Nice. So that's good because we're going to talk a lot about Marvel today.
But just as a note, this is one of my favorites, you know, like it's a huge piece with so many characters, so much action, right? It's like a decoration piece that you can put in, not on your center table, but you know it's an awesome figure for itself, right?
And it has a dynamic pose.
Definitely, yeah.
The Sentinel and also the characters.
And all of the characters, yeah.
And I've seen people display them without the Sentinels and just the X-Men. It looks good like that
Yeah.
as well. And like you mentioned, when I first saw the pieces in person, I think it was last year or so, they were in the middle and it was like a big circular thing. It was crazy.
Yeah,
definitely
it's
awesome.
jaw-dropping.
That has a lot of different options.
Definitely, yeah. That's a jaw dropping, right? When you see all of the diorama, it's assembled. I was like, okay, what is this, man? This is
What's really
this is a
crazy
collection
is
by
that
itself.
And Iron Studios keeps on releasing more and more characters to go along with it. It's now at this point, it's a huge, massive piece.
Definitely,
Yeah, definitely. And everyone always gets to us like, oh, where's the next X-Men? What are the new mutants? And we're like,
Right.
we're going to bring you new mutants.
Yeah,
Don't
I don't
you
want to
worry.
give any spoilers, but hold on tight, grab your
Yeah.
seats. You're going to be
Oh, man,
amazed
all
this
right.
month.
Soon.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
First of all, we're really glad to tell you guys that we're going to have a giveaway today. I also told you what's going to
True.
be the question.
Yeah.
For you guys to win our Superman Black 1/10. So you guys are going to win.
really nice prize.
Yeah, it's a really nice prize,
Yeah.
and we prepared a special question for you guys. I'm going to make the question at the end of the show, and you can answer it on our Instagram. So you have to get to our Instagram account and answer in the stories. We're going to put a box up there. So you just have to answer the question that I'm going to make here at our Instagram, our official Instagram, Adam Studios. So don't forget to get there, go to the stories and answer in the answering box, because there are a lot of times that people, I don't know, they go crazy and they go commenting in the live chat,
Yeah,
you know.
at the feeds or whatever.
Yeah, don't give the answers here. You have to go to our Instagram and in the stories. So
Yeah, if you know the answer, keep it a secret.
Exactly.
Go to the story and just drop your answer in there. It is a two-part question, right? So
yeah.
you need to understand. You need
Exactly.
to know both answers. 'Cause it's a two-part question. I knew just one part of that, so yeah. So make sure you guys do your research.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome one.
So let's check the statues from our last Inside Iron Studios day. That it was our anniversary edition, and actually, we started this edition with one of my favorite statues of all time from the last
Yeah.
months. That is Stephen Strange Minico. Have you guys seen the movie?
No, not yet. I know that's a shame, but I haven't seen.
Did you get spoiled? Because it's almost impossible to avoid spoilers.
Nah, go ahead, man. I know all of that, so that's fine.
No. I'm up to date with Multiverse of Madness. I still haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder yet, though. I'm trying to find time to go catch that.
Cool. Yeah.
I saw it, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is so far my favorite movie from this new phase of MCU. I enjoyed Thor: Love and Thunder, but still, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it really caught me up.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I feel that this next phase, this phase that's going on right now with all of the multiverses, I'm kind of worried, to be honest, because I don't know if they are going to keep up with all of these. You know, like there are so many loose ends.
Yeah, and there are so many universes.
I hope they know what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this movie, that it was Multiverse of Madness.
Definitely.
And I really enjoyed this minico also because it fits the 1/10 art scale of Wanda with the Darkhold. So I don't know if Stephen is familiar with this one, but it's one of my
Yeah, for
favorite.
sure. Yeah, I mean, WandaVision, I enjoyed the show. It was great. They teased
me
the
too.
Darkhold. They teased Wanda becoming Scarlet Witch. And then we got that spoiler alert in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Full on
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch. And this is a nice contrast to what you do with your art scale, right? The 1/10 scale comic line or movie line. This is more of an artistic take. And definitely, for fans of that style, for fans that like the type of Funko Pops or such, this is definitely a great alternative because it's so
Exactly.
highly detailed and
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks
The thing is that we're taking to the next level our miracle.
Right.
So it's a small piece, but it's also full of details. And you can
Right.
see it. I think it's our second minico that is seated because we also showed you guys the Hermione Granger
Yeah.
with the Polyjuice potion. But I'm pretty sure it's the first one that is levitating
Yeah.
with the cape. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
something I
nice.
really find amazing in this one because you have the illusion of floating and you can
Exactly.
see right underneath the character, and it's so awesome. Not only that, but the book itself, Darkhold, you can see the torn pages, you can see
Yeah.
some scribblings in there. So it's such a nice piece of artwork. It has this cutish style, as you guys were talking about right now, but so
the
much
book
detail.
has a lot
right?
of detail.
Yeah. And you can see scribblings and you can see so much stuff in there, right, Jem?
So it's
Yeah.
like the suit, the book, the base. It's a really nice minico, and it's one of my favorites from this show.
And you also have the blue patch, right, at the cape, which is so
Exactly,
characteristic
exactly.
from the movie. I hear everyone talking about this blue patch, and I was okay. I need to watch at least to understand this blue patch, right?
Yeah.
No, but
So
a lot of detail.
Yeah.
So we're still. I guess we're probably going to be still on Marvel vibes right now. So you can see now Shang-Chi. That is
Yeah,
also
Shang-Chi's
a
so
statue
awesome.
that surprised me a lot because we had another Shang-Chi, right? We showed you guys another Shang-Chi with Morris.
That's true.
And now we got this new version. It's like an upgraded version
Yeah,
with
that's
the
true.
details from the 10 rings, the translucent details, and also Morris that couldn't be missing. So I, in my opinion, it was an amazing upgrade. And the collectors also said that they really enjoyed it. So it's really a nice statue.
Did you see that the first time we announced, Jam, this statue? I think it was almost a year ago or something like that.
I don't recall this one being announced. I remember when you started announcing mostly the X-Men and the Mutants. I remember when you were releasing those back to back. But yeah, I mean, you guys with the 1/10 scale, you basically do everything from the MCU. So I'm sure there are collectors out there with massive MCU hordes of these statues, and Shang-Chi is a must. You got to have them there too. So definitely a nice addition if you collect that line.
Yeah, and as Giovanna was saying right now, we had like this presented almost a year, kind of less than that,
Yeah.
but it was presented and announced. But since then, we upgraded and made some changes. We heard all of the public, and I think this is amazing. We have so much material, not only the details, but for example, you have some translucent material in his
Yeah.
hand to show the ring's powers. You have some iridescent painting on Morris's wings. So, and of course, you have so much detail in the modeling. For example, you can see right now on Morris's fur, for example, and
that's
on
right.
Shang-Chi's shirt, the dragon scales and everything. reddish painting in there. So it's really an amazing statue in all in itself.
And it's also a really nice movie.
Yeah, sure. With this, I do agree. I really liked the movie. I know that some people were, like some critics didn't like that, but I really liked the movie. The mythos, like all of these ideas.
The dragons and
the dragons, man.
Yeah,
What's
the
the dragons, right?
I remember
all the
coming out of that
creatures.
movie thinking they didn't go the formula I thought they were going to go, and they went in a totally different direction. I really liked the aspects. They packed a lot into that movie.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff, like all of these mythos, all of these, the mystical side and the adventure in itself, all of the sides, and like Shang-Chi's father, and you were like, okay, what's going on, man? All of the dragons and everything.
And also the fights, they were really
I was going to
different.
say the fights, the choreographed fight scenes were incredible as well, and on the bus.
Exactly.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about the fight, we do have another character from this collection,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Which is an important one.
Yeah. Well, this
you
is
go.
also a statue that I really enjoyed because I simply loved the translucent effects.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't usually do, like this dynamic pose and the translucent effects. So we had that on Shang-Chi, but also on Wenwu's statue, that is Shang-Chi's father.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
have
no,
all
it looks
this
great. The way
trail
that it's
of
whipped,
the
the way that it's
power
wrapping around
with
his
the
body.
same translucent material, but now on a blue color, and you have some explosions. You can see some rings on the trail of the power, and where the power touches the rings, it kind of explodes, and you see some details in there. And of course, both form the exactly same scene that we were talking about, the battle and everything. So you have a dynamic pose, action, the belt from Wenwu showing all of the movements. So every detail, the effort is put to, give the public all of these dynamics, the action, and so much stuff in there. So
You can recreate the scene that
Definitely.
you've seen on screen,
Yeah.
on the big screen.
if you get both, right?
Yeah, you had to get both.
Definitely.
No, you have to. You have.
And
they're
did
they're
you like
companion
this one
pieces.
as well, Jam? What do you think about all of these? Do you like this kind of using both material or different material to represent stuff? What do you think
think
about all of these stuff?
Anytime you're able to showcase what that character's
hearing you.
abilities are, and
Yeah, I
if
can
it's
hear you
something
as well.
I
flashy
can
and you
hear
can add.
you.
Oh, you can't hear me? You lost me?
You're muted or something
I
happened.
don't know.
Let's see if Vera. Can you hear? Oh, so
Can you
it's
hear
I
me.
can hear you guys.
Let me see. The problem might be me. Let's see, man.
I didn't touch anything.
It's all good with you, Stephen.
It's a
Yeah, yeah.
technology problem.
Yeah, it's up to us.
Let's see.
The
I
battery,
wonder if
maybe?
anyone in the chat can hear me.
Maybe.
No? Yeah.
Or
Wait a second, everyone. I'm sorry.
hold on tight, everyone.
Technical issues.
Yeah. It should
Okay,
be
so the
working
chat can hear me.
properly. Okay, let's see if I can.
What's going on, everybody in the chat?
Hey, now I can hear you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
We're
everyone
sorry.
at the chat. Some technical
back.
issues.
I'm sorry.
But we are back, and now I can hear you, Jam. Sorry about that,
All right.
man.
No, to answer your question, I love it when you guys add the translucency. Anytime you can showcase some type of ability that someone has, and it's flashy, it's wrapping around his body, the rings are connecting it as it moves. It almost looks like it's forming a dragon as well. I don't know if I can't really see from this far, but the way that they connect, yeah, it looks great. And then he looks powerful. He's got a strong stance. You can see the movement on his clothing, kind of like what he's doing is pushing the wind backwards. So, no, it looks like a great piece for sure.
Yeah, Shang-Chi and Wenwu's statues are probably two of my favorites.
I really
like from
like-
1/10 scale. Oh no, but we have the what
I like the
if
look. I like the look
statues.
because we do have some.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Awesome stuff.
Well, now entering in the multiverse, we have what if statues, the Disney Plus series that had a really positive feedback
Yeah.
from the public.
Yeah.
What was their
Have you
first
seen-
animated show they did, right? Everything has been live action, and they went there with Ultron Vision with the
Yeah.
gauntlet across his chest. Wow, look at the cape is impressive as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of my favorites. Do you know that this one has like an interchangeable head, so we can choose from Vision with the helmet and without it?
You could be just Ultron without.
Ultron, yeah. Yeah, I mean Vision. Forget about it. It's just the face. But you can have like Ultron's face with and without the helmet. So have you seen that, Jem? The options of both heads? Oh, okay, we can see in the screen right now.
Yeah, here it is. Now this is my first time seeing. I think I have seen the reveal, but it's been a while, and yeah, that looks great because you can switch it out whether you want it to be Ultron or Vision or what have you.
Did you guys like What If?
A lot. I really like it. Not only because of the animated series, how it look, but all of the script and how they tell the stories. Because it was one of my favorites when I was a child, reading The Watcher, telling all of this. Is that something you used to like as well?
Yeah, I was always a big fan of the what ifs because it's kind of like, a story that you're familiar with, but let's just kind of change it. But it was always changing it for the worse in the comics, right?
Yeah, that's it.
The animated series had episodes that I liked more than others. I liked the big, what was it, like a 2-episode finale that included this character. It was mind-blowing, the multiverse stuff. It was big. And then stuff that we saw in What If, like Doctor Strange, like versus the evil version of himself, we got stuff like that in Multiverse. So it was kind of cool to see that even though it was an animated show, that things that you see there could happen in the live action stuff. So yeah, I liked it. I was a fan of it.
Yeah, I really liked it because of all of this, and like it has this emotional bond to a childhood memory. So yeah, and as you said, like it seems that every time the Watcher tells something different, it would be like the end of the world of the universe, right? And now with Ultron, spoiler alert, but it might be the end of all of the multiverse, right? So
yeah, but the thing is, Stephen, he said something that I was thinking about right now. For being animated, I think that Marvel has, I don't know, they can work with more elements in a more diverse way. For being animated, it's just like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, but Arcane, the Netflix series. So you can work really well with animated stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
That's why I really enjoyed the What If series.
Yeah, you could really get crazy.
Really different.
You could do anything, when it's animated, like there's nothing holding you back. Even though with the CGI and the stuff they do now is great, but yeah, I mean, and they went there with it, especially with this character and that big season finale.
And you were mentioning the cape and everything, and you can see in there a huge spear, but at the base you see the crystals. I don't know if you remember, but last month we released The Watcher, and it represents the very same scene with all of the multiverse crystals. They redescent paint, so it's really
I saw that. The Watcher piece looks great, and I like how high up he is. Now, you guys do the 1/10 scale, but sometimes your 1/10 scale pieces aren't so small. Like
exactly.
Like this, or Dark Phoenix, which has a crazy base to it.
Yeah, it makes an imponent. Yeah.
But I have a doubt for a question for both of you. Cassio told here at the chat the stories on the comics were amazing, and my question is, all of the episodes are based on the comics, or no, there are things that you've never seen before?
I think that they did something new right now, right, Jem? Because I remember from the comics, they were doing multi-realities or something like that. It didn't have this multiverse theme back then, and it was...
Right, so, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so the What If show, it's like, they borrowed some elements from the comics, like
Marvel Zombies, I guess.
Yeah.
But they didn't really recreate Marvel Zombies. They just kind of took that idea because the What If is more based off of MCU versions of the characters, you know? Whereas the comics back in the day were just kind of like, what if, Jean Grey killed everybody or something like that.
Yeah, back at the time.
And that's something that I didn't really expect going in. I was thinking the What If show, they could have done anything like Adam Warlock or something that we haven't gotten yet. I didn't realize that it was going to be like the existing MCU, but what if those events were different? But it was still, it was still enjoyable. And like I said, borrowed some kind of elements from the comics. but also did their own unique thing, especially with like the Black Panther as Guardians of the Galaxy episode, right, where T'Challa was Star-Lord. So they did their own thing as well, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and actually we have a different context, right? Because back then you had all of these other stuff going on at Marvel Universe, all of the crossovers and everything, and now they do have something else going on. So that's why you can see some elements, but it's not exactly the same thing. Right. Even though the concept is in itself, it's pretty much the same.
Right.
That's nice. We also have Doctor Strange, the Strange Supreme from What If series. That is also a really, really nice statue.
Yeah, which for me, from both, I really like this one more because you have these dark tentacles at the base.
Right.
The rocks and
it reminds me a little bit of the scene on Multiverse of Madness that we saw the zombies.
Yeah.
You know,
right?
Yeah,
the
true.
possession
and that's kind of
scene.
That's what I was saying earlier. Multiverse of Madness kind of continued what they teased with this episode, and this was a fan favorite episode. It was super sad, but yeah, the evil version of Doctor Strange, and it looks great. It looks like he's rising up above, being held up by those tendrils.
Yeah,
very dynamic.
Yeah, and one of the things that, like these details, they help to create all of these floating illusion because it seems like he's flying. So he's, of course, we have every detail in there to support this, but it's really an awesome statue, and the powers at his hand is really awesome in there.
Yeah,
no, it's like good.
You can go, Stephen.
I was just gonna say that they're really putting everything into the one piece that they know that we like. We like dynamic scenes. We like translucency, showing powers, and adding different materials. So, it's combining everything that we like in one piece.
And
again,
I agree.
Painting, the cape and everything, golden painting textures. But one thing that really pleases me on these What If statues is that all of them, they do have all of the same style of the animated series, but they have some blends with comics as well. So I really enjoy, because as Jem said, I'm a comic book fan as well, and I really like the collectibles, based on this look. So I really enjoy this one. I think that you too, right, Jem?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's a great piece. It's hard because you guys tempt us with so many different lines, whether it's these movies or cartoons we grew up with. It's hard to like an Iron Studios piece because then I want to keep buying more of them.
Yeah, I know, right? You need to save some space in your new house.
And
exactly, because I'm the type that likes to complete a line. So like if I got a What If piece, I need to get every What If piece.
Yeah, exactly. And about the What If statues, we have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're caught up with the statues, Stephen, but we also have Peggy Carter.
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter. And we have Captain America Zombie.
That's it.
We have the Watcher. The Watcher is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the Watcher's a must. And that's probably the first time you've done the Watcher, the character, I would think.
Yeah, that's the first time,
sure.
And it's one of my favorites, he has this personality, and he sees like humanity as cockroaches. So, okay, they are kind of fighting among them. So, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to do anything, so you guys kill yourselves, and that's fine. So that's an odd character, but I really like that one, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, me too. And also the painting of the base.
He only observes, yeah, that's true, Jem, that's true.
The painting of the base of the Watcher is really similar of Ultron's painting.
Yeah, it's the same. They represent the same scene where all of the crystals of the multiverses are in there, the battle and everything. So yeah, it's the first time that we see the Watcher doing something, right? So it's really awesome.
Exactly. He intervenes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Javier said that you, Stephen, had to buy a bigger house because of all the great statues.
And I'm making space for all the new ones. Exactly. It's funny, but it really is true.
Yeah, we're not joking, right?
Yeah, Javier is actually saying the truth.
He said the truth. Yeah.
That's nice. We're not over with Marvel yet. And Disney Plus series. Now we get into Hawkeye. Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
There you go.
Have you
Clint
guys seen the
Barton's
series?
protege, right?
Yeah.
I saw some episodes.
Yeah,
It
me
didn't
too.
catch my attention that much. I really liked the idea. I liked the characters, but it didn't caught my attention that much. But I really love this scene with the snow, with like New York and
The
everything.
Christmas vibe.
The Christmas vibe.
Right. And that was a theme throughout the show as well. It almost gave me like Home Alone, Lost in New York vibes a
Yeah,
little bit.
you're right.
True. Yeah, that's
You're right.
true. That's
true.
That's
So you got
true.
the snowy base with this, with a small Christmas tree. And snow is not an easy effect to pull off with statues.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right,
and
you're right.
there's a lot of work in there, for the modeling, the painting to represent this snow. So
Right.
you have snow not only at the base, but details in the tree. So we do have a lot of details in this one. I know that I keep saying that we do pay attention to details, but that's true because
Right.
we do actually pay attention, and we like to make everything more appealing to the eye and to anyone looking at that piece.
Yeah, I mean, you can see in the costume design right now, all the line work, all the stitching and the folds. It looks like, as realistic as it can be. And it's big on screen, but it's 1/10 scale. So it's a fine,
Yeah.
intricate little piece,
Yeah, that's it. That's true.
And also the details on the suit.
Yeah.
That's something that really
Right.
caught up my attention.
Yeah.
Also the dynamic pose. And I also am a really big fan of Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
She's a really good
She's
actress.
amazing,
I
yeah.
really like her. And
She
we
went
also
toe-to-toe.
what?
She fought the Kingpin toe to toe.
Yeah,
that's true.
She did. And she also makes other incredible movies. I don't know if you guys saw Bumblebee,
Yeah.
but I wasn't a big fan of Transformers, and I saw Bumblebee, and I was really in love with the movie. And Haley is really, really amazing.
And the likeness in this statue is really, really nice. Not only
No, the likeness is right away. I mean, you don't even question it. It looks exactly like her. I didn't
Yeah.
catch Bumblebee, and I always wanted to see it just because of that Generation 1 flashback scene I think they show in the movie. But I have yet to see it. But
You
no,
should.
definitely,
It's
the likeness
really
is there.
fun. It's
Yeah,
really
I
fun.
gotta catch it.
Yeah, you should.
yeah, it's a nice movie to watch. Like you don't need to be there, like paying full attention, but it's a nice
Here in
one.
Brazil, we call that kind of movie like Sessão da Tarde.
Yeah, it's an
I don't know how to say it in English.
It's an afternoon session.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
a chilly movie,
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want
You
to
don't have
pay
to be
that
too
much
invested
attention.
in it.
Those movies that
exactly.
used to be on TV in the afternoon, right, when you don't have all that much. So yeah, it's a nice one. But this statue is really, really nice. And what I do like about this as well is, like, okay, so now we can see the other one.
Right.
Because I was about to say that when you see Clint Barton's statue and Kate Bishop's one, even though this is not a diorama in itself, they kind of form the scene,
for sure.
the most climatic scene from the series. So they form the kind of, it's almost like a diorama. And what I do like from both, they are both loading their bows, right?
Yeah.
So you have the
Right.
That's
arrows
nice.
and you have everything, and there's an action in this pose. It's not they're not just simply posing as we see a lot of these statues, like the character is just posing. But with this one, you can see movement in there. You can see the strength and their focus. So it's really awesome, yeah.
And also,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
had
it-
another Hawkeye. We had a previous one.
Yeah.
And I think
That's a good point. I was going to ask you about that. So that means, like you said, you don't have to have them together. If you already have a Hawkeye and you don't really want to,
Yeah.
you can
That's
get
it.
Kate Bishop to pair with him. Or if you don't have I don't know if it's Endgame Hawkeye, then you can pick this one up and obviously companions very well with her.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right.
And like we've been doing so many Clint Bartons and all of these Hawkeyes a lot. So the likeness at this one, we've been training for that. So the likeness of this statue is really awesome. So
You can see an improvement
definitely, yeah.
based on the past Hawkeye statues.
Yeah.
So you have this freedom to put, Kate Bishop with another Hawkeye,
Yeah.
for sure. But if one thing that we can really see in this statue is that we have improved
Yeah.
the likeness of Rayner is his name, isn't it?
Jeremy Renner, right?
Jeremy Renner. So, and he's also a really good actor.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah.
So you can see the improvement on the likeness.
Yeah.
Now,
I think-
the statue captures his grumpiness, and the Kate Bishop
Yeah.
captured her like innocent nature. So it does a good job of showing their emotion. Yeah, I can see
Exactly.
it right away. You can see that.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that Jeremy Renner that might be happy as well. So so yeah, I mean this is really a nice, you know, like both of them for anyone that gets both, they will be pleased with all of these details, with the snow and the pose. So yeah, I think that to me, and when I was looking at that, because I presented this to all of our, you know, like all of our distributors and our clients on retails in there. So you can look for in your next buy store, you know, like the store next to you guys. But what I do like is that because you have, you know, like both forming kind of a diorama. So to anyone who likes the show, who enjoyed it, it's really a nice statue to have.
Now I only saw the show one time, but it must be that last final scene, I think, where they're
That's
like
it.
in front of that ice skating area. Yeah,
it is.
That's the one. Yeah, it's the most climatic one. It's the one
Right.
that I think that everyone will remember, right? Just as you, everyone's going to remember that scene. If anything, you know, like if I can't remember anything at all, this scene will be at everyone's
Right.
mind. Yeah.
No, it's a great representation of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I have another question for both of you.
Yeah. Shoot it.
Are you guys fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Well, I am.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah. Really? Don't you like that much, or do you like it a lot?
I'm a huge fan. That was like one of my
Really?
first loves as a kid, and I collect TMNT stuff now.
I
so
was trying to
definitely a
catch
fan.
the irony in your phrase, so that's why I asked. So awesome. Yeah, I said it before. So we do have a TMNT.
Casey Jones.
Yeah.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, I'm not a huge fan
Yeah.
of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if it's, I don't know, I didn't, in my childhood, it wasn't a big thing, you know?
It had to catch
It
you at the
was-
right time, at the
Yeah,
right
I-
age. You know, I get it.
Exactly. I didn't have the right age. That's it. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line is one of my favorites. I really loved especially the painting of all of our statues. So now we have Casey Jones.
Yeah.
People were actually hitting me up about this. Did you see the Iron Studios Casey Jones? Yeah, he looks awesome. There's so much detail packed into there. They just showed the bag, the case, had so much going on. He's
The dynamic
huge.
pose.
They made him super muscular.
Yeah.
And he's got the hockey stick, the hair's flowing, it's long, the shin guards with the detail. It looks great.
Yeah. The guy was a badass, right? So we should represent it like this. And what I do like is all of his weapons, you know, like the hockey sticks, the baseball bats.
Yep.
And you see some shurikens at the scene as well in the trash can. There's a shuriken in there, and somewhere else I remember.
Oh, look at Eastman on the stick.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Right, exactly.
And even though
And again, it's 1/10 scale, so that is, you know,
that's it, right? That's it. And as I said, you know, like I know that I said this for a Hawkeye, but this one is one that caught my attention on this matter because it is not part of a diorama, but it is a diorama in itself. The trash bin, all of the bricks, the details at the base, the weapons. I really, really loved this one because, you know, I do like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot.
And it fits the turtles.
It was big at my time when I
Yeah.
was a kid. I used to read
Yeah.
the comics, and I loved the you know, the animated series. So I do remember all of these characters with so much, you know, like emotion.
Did you play the games?
A lot. Did you, Jem?
yeah, all of them. I have the arcade game here.
Oh,
That's nice. Nostalgic.
No way, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's not the real life-size one, but it's close enough.
Oh, so awesome! I remember playing when I was a kid. You know, like at the arcades. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so awesome. Yeah. But this is really, really an awesome statue. I do like it as much as I like the turtles. So because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They were really amazing.
The 1/10 scale.
Yeah.
The painting,
For
the
sure.
details.
And when you assemble everything together, it forms like a small scene. They do not connect, but it forms a really nice scene. So, yeah.
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 Awesome.
That's really cool, actually.
So
What else do we have?
We have-
from our last inside, Joanna.
we have one last statue.
Yeah?
One last statue?
What was it?
Two.
Two more.
So we have
Oh man.
yeah.
I loved your reaction, Jam.
Oh man.
This was another one of my first loves as a kid. Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah?
Yeah, He-Man, like those Transformers. That I was that kid growing up in the late '80s, early '90s.
So same as me, man.
He-Man. Yeah, I might have to get some of these from this line.
What's your favorite character from Masters of the Universe?
I don't know if who's my favorite He-Man character. I think Skeletor. I was always a bad guy fan, a villain fan.
Yeah.
I always liked the Panther that he rides on, the purple one. I forget the name.
I don't
but
remember the name.
Trapjaw.
Yeah.
Everyone
Merman.
loves Skeletor.
Skeletor is...
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of Masters of the Universe. I became a big fan because of Iron Studios, but when I was a child, it was also like He-Man wasn't the big fan when I was a child, but the characters really caught my attention, like all of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at
they were
the
all
80s,
colorful. They all had their own theme.
Mm-hmm.
They all had man in it, right? Because it was Merman, it was Beastman, Mossman,
Yeah.
He-Man, Man at Arms.
That's it.
Then
Man
they
at
tried to
Arms.
appeal to the girls too, right? They had She-Ra, they had Tila.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evelyn was amazing, right? Yeah,
Evil
you
Lyn
show
was
Evelyn-
Skeletor's
Yeah, yeah.
partner. She was the bad one.
Yeah. And even though
But this was great
Stratos-
because I always like. Is it Stratos? Is that his name?
yeah,
Yeah,
Stratos.
Stratos. See,
The-
and I'm going
the
off memory. I didn't get
bird
any
ape man.
preps here, but I always liked his costume design. So you got the gray kind of undertone with the
Yeah.
blue feathers, the red contrasting with the straps and the boots and everything. Always dug this one.
Yeah,
This character
even though,
and this piece. looked
yeah,
great.
definitely. Even though Stratos was not one of the main characters in by itself, but he was really a nice ally from He-Man. He was a great spy because he has these bird eye-like eyes, like so. He's really
Right.
amazing. And of this statue, one thing that I love is the floating illusion, because it seems like he's landing from a flight, and he's not almost barely touching anything in there,
Yeah.
so. And the smoke as well in there. So we do have the base with the tree and the textures. So it's a nice one. We were talking about vertical and tall statues, right? So
Right.
yeah.
No,
And
I
this
think
is also
Iron
our second
Studios, you guys
section
have
with feathers.
found your style, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, we
it's
did.
showing a lot of movement. It's going straight upward. You're making a lot of use with the space you have. The details in the bark were so fine and intricate. You could see when it was up close. The
Yeah.
smoke going around it gives a nice touch, and it just makes you feel like it's higher up in the air.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah, and the pose, the pose, he's towering over everybody. So it looks awesome.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly.
Our What If line and also our Masters of the Universe line, they both have like statues that are really high
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
high position,
Yeah, yeah.
So they are 1/10 art scale, but they're really big, and
Yeah.
that's something that I really like. And that was our second statue with feathers.
Yeah.
We also had sorceress. I don't know if you checked our other statues, Stephen, from Masters of the Universe, but I was a big fan of our sorceress and also Evelyn.
Evelyn is amazing.
I remember those, and you guys have Adam, right? He-Man that's
Yeah,
not
we
yet
had
turned
Prince
into
Adam.
He-Man.
Yeah.
Was
Right,
our
yeah,
first
no, it's a
one.
lot. Trust me, I've been looking at a lot of your lines, and I'm like, man, Thundercats, He-Man, Turtles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out a nice 1/10 scale display in the new house so that we can house these awesome
should.
pieces.
You should, man.
But we'll
should.
have some news, right? This
Yeah,
month.
that's true. That's true. Some important and big
Some
news.
important and big news for Masters of the
Okay.
Universe fans.
I like
Yeah.
the
So
sound
stay-
of that. I like the
stay tuned.
sneakiness. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah.
to like it a lot.
For
Sam.
sure.
You're going to like it a lot. But from Stratos, as you mentioned, the gray body and the blue feathers what I do like in there is at the modeling, you can see details of the fur in his chest and everything. You see details from the feathers. So there's a lot going on. And as you said, like we have this dynamic pose, things barely touching anything in there, creating all of these illusions. There's some dynamics in there. So I think that we're moving into a direction that's really stylish and really nice. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, that's a great term. It is stylish.
Yeah, awesome.
So right now we have our final statue. That is one of my favorite franchises of all the world. That is Lord of the Rings. Are you guys fans of Lord of the Rings?
A lot.
Not really.
Yeah? Don't you like that much?
I've seen the movies. I've enjoyed the movies, but it never hooked me the way comics have hooked me. Like I enjoyed them, but not enough to be a collector of their collectibles, I guess you could say. But I do, I appreciate something that's well done. Appreciate it from afar. I might not own it, but like with this one, I can tell right now from his cloak, you can see the dirt towards the bottom. That blending of the paint looks amazing. His staff, the wood textures, the belt, and he has a rope belt and the blue one there.
That's it.
Nah, it's very well done for sure.
But Stephen, do you like to watch series? Or no?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
So, I don't know. Maybe you can become a Lord of the Rings fan, because we're going to see the new series from Prime Video, Rings of Power. So maybe, I don't know.
It has, I do understand, because both have, for example, different tempos. They do have different dynamics.
Yeah, but it's the same universe.
Yeah. We're talking about pop culture at the end of the day. So, well, I do understand, but maybe when someone can connect with a language, like a visual language, suddenly another one might not, like connect that much. So I do understand where Jam's coming from, but as a statue, this is a most weighted one because it completes our diorama of Battle of Moria, right?
Exactly, and it was a really good diorama.
Yeah,
one of my favorites, because the Moria scene is epic.
Yeah,
epic.
Definitely.
An epic
We
scene.
do have so many orcs, the troll and everything in there. Gimli, Legolas, all of the main characters.
The hobbits and everyone. They were
And the
all
trolls
really
are
excited to
huge,
see
right?
Gandalf.
Yeah, the trolls are
the troll,
amazing.
the cave troll.
I saw that.
The cave troll, yeah. The cave troll is amazing. And all of the orcs in there, we have the archer orc, the swordman orc.
Yeah.
So we do have many of these action in there at the diorama, but it was missing one of the main pieces, of course, Gandalf, right? And we can see he's holding his famous Glamdring sword in there. He's holding his staff as well.
Yeah, he has the sword and he has the staff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's ready for the battle. So, yeah, we wanted to present all of this to the fans, even though it's not on pre-order yet. You guys should see this statue because it's an awesome one. So, and to let everyone know that for this diorama, it's going to be completed, but there are many things ahead. So hold on tight.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah,
Wow,
I think that's pretty much it, right?
That's pretty much it. Oh, Stephen, tell us what was your favorite statue of the day?
The favorite one, I'm trying to think back. I really liked the Ultron one. I was a fan of that character. I like how they went there and made this, combination of Vision and Ultron. The Doctor Strange one I liked as well. Thought it was cool. Thought the pose. But you know what? Nah. Those were cool. My favorite is Stratos.
Okay, cool, man.
Nice.
and Casey Jones is a close tie as well, though.
Tie,
But I
right.
think Stratos is the one that just spoke to me the most.
Yeah, I'm with Jam in this. I do like not for Stratos, but I do like Stephen Strange. Like on the What If, I do like his like all of the details, and how much this represents the fall of the character. So he's really evil in that statue. So that's the one that caught my attention. That's my favorite one. I even though I try, I cannot, let it go, and I'm tied to that one, so it's an awesome one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, since I was a huge fan of Multiverse of Madness, I'm going to grab Stephen Strange Minico because I thought it was lovely and it's really, really cute. And it's tiny, but you can also fit it with 1/10 art scale.
Definitely.
So it's probably my favorite. I had other statues that I really enjoyed from this anniversary edition, but I guess Stephen Strange Minico is my favorite.
It is your style, yeah.
Yeah, it's my
nice,
vibe,
yeah,
you
it's
know.
your vibe. Yeah, it's nice. I like it too. Yeah.
And I have one last question for you guys. If you could choose any character of the world, for
That's a
other
tough
studios
one.
to immortalize as a statue, which one would you pick?
So I'm going to let Jam say that first because, man, that's a tough question.
So are you asking me what character, any character, would I like to see Iron Studios do?
Any
Yeah.
character.
So my most wanted thing from Iron Studios in this world is to do a Galactus versus Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer and
Oh my
classic
God.
Avengers, similar to
Everyone
the
here is
X-Men
going
verse.
crazy at the background. Like, you can see them, but they're all like, "Yes, please."
So the same scale as the Sentinel, and then
Yeah.
the 1/10 scale comic, maybe even Silver Age, 1960s Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, or we could do 90s. I mean, either way. But that's my most wanted from Iron Studios.
Great call.
This is a
man.
nice
Great
suggestion.
call. I
Amazing.
really like it. I'm going to give a vote for that as well. So, hey, Iron Studios. we.
We can
should
all
listen.
agree that it
Yeah.
would be a great idea, but
That's true.
actually, my choice would be to have Sandman. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sandman,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
It was on my mind right now. I know
Yeah.
it was one of my choices in here.
But which one? Sandman from Neil Gaiman or Sandman from Spider-Man?
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, for me, New
Yes,
Games
okay,
get-
okay.
The comics.
I think there are a lot of fans that would love to see a 1/10 scale Sandman universe line.
For sure.
And all of these-
Daff, Sandman,
Yeah.
all of the amazing characters. And now we're going to see the Netflix original series. So I have huge expectations. I'm trying not to, but it's really hard because it's a good comic book.
Yeah, we know that New Gaiman has been, like blocking everyone to do something for TV or movies or anything. He's been keeping
For years, right?
all of that for years. So if he gave the green light, we need to at least believe this is going to be good, right? So yeah, I'm really excited for that as well.
The
It's
trailer
one of-
looked really good, right? I mean, it was like spot on to some of the scenes from the comics, and
Yeah.
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 And also the soundtrack, it's really good.
Awesome. Yeah.
Stephen, before saying goodbye, I'm going to tell everyone from the chat about the question of Superman. So you can also tell us if you know the answer. Just don't answer it,
okay.
please.
Just say that you know, and that's fine.
Yeah. We want to know, for you guys to win the Superman Black, don't forget you have to answer the question at our Instagram official page. We're going to have a little box, the answering box at the stories. So you have to go up in our stories and answer the question that I'm going to do right now. So we want to know what's the name of the villain that killed Superman and in which year. Okay, so
That's
I
a
told
nice
you
one.
guys that you know the villain,
I
right?
know the villain, but I missed the date, the year.
Do you know the answer, Stephen?
I think I know the answer. I'm pretty sure. I mean, the first answer is easy, but the second
Yeah.
answer,
Yeah, the
I have a
second-
number in my head or a year in my head.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Ale almost got it right.
Yeah.
Almost.
I almost got this Superman black suit and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a pity I didn't get it.
Yeah, but guys, this is the question. So you have to tell us at our Instagram official page, the stories, which villain killed Superman and in which year that happened in the comics. So you can win your Superman Black all over the world. Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
USA, even Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Anyone watching in there, you
Exactly.
go there and just
answer it.
give us your answers. The first one to get it right, but don't forget the year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The year. People are
The year is
Googling
the
it.
catch. Yeah, the year is the catch part of the question.
So
That's a
I wanna
pity,
answer it.
man. We need to Yeah, go ahead, Jam. Maybe you'll be the first, right?
Maybe you can try
I
it.
doubt it. We'll see.
But it's been amazing, right?
It was an amazing chat.
Yeah, I really
Stephen, you were
loved
so
it.
nice.
Hey, there you
thank
go.
you. It was very nice.
Yeah.
So it was very nice talking with you guys as well, and
It was a
thank you for
really
sharing
nice
the pieces
chat.
with me. Definitely love what you guys are doing. You guys own the 1/10 scale space. I don't think anyone can contest that. Great lines and interesting things like X-Men vs. Sentinel, because it's 1/10 scale, but you have a huge Sentinel that's like 3 feet tall. So awesome stuff, man. I'm a big fan.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking part, and we're going to leave here the invite so you can join us.
Yeah,
on
feel
other
free to come back.
editions of this review, please.
I was gonna say they might not realize we're not in the same room actually.
That's true, man. You don't know, but
Let them know.
Jam is right here by my side. Hey, man.
Yeah, but also you could come to Brazil to visit us. Maybe at
I would
Inside
love to,
Eye
and
Day.
but you guys will be at San Diego Comic-Con next week.
Yeah.
Yes,
Iron
we're going
Studio.
to be. Yeah, we're going to be together. So to anyone in there watching right now, Iron Studios and Gem Mint, we're going to be together in there, and you can expect a lot of content, announcements of new statues. There's a lot in there, so you guys keep watching because it's going to be amazing.
You can meet us at booth number 100.
Yeah, and for those attending, we're
Yeah.
going to be on booth number 100. So it's right next to
First
the
time,
entrance.
it's your first time doing Comic-Con, right?
It's
Yeah.
our first time as ourselves, yeah.
Exactly. We've been there on our partner's booth, Sideshow,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it's the first time that we're going as Item Studios at our own booth, so it's really amazing.
But we're
really-
going to have
Congratulations.
some statues at Sideshow as well. So if
Yeah.
you guys are used to see us in there,
We'll be there.
go check some statues in there as well. So
Exactly.
But come to join us at our booth. There will be some giveaways, some announcements, some promotions and everything. And we are going to be really happy to see you all there.
And also you, Stephen.
And see you there, right,
Yeah,
Stephen?
likewise. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see you there, man.
See you next week.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
So thanks everyone. Thanks Stephen. Thanks Ale.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
And we're going to see you at our next Inside Item Studios review. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Stay minty fresh.
Take care, everyone.